Hello everyone, my name is Danish Buns, and welcome to another episode of A Noob's Review. Today I'm excited to talk to you about Dungeonland, the game that is guaranteed to ruin friendships and lead to very misguided ego boosts. Created by the guys at Paradox Interactive, Dungeonland was released on January 29, 2013 and is available on Steam or through the Paradox website. The game takes place in a large amusement park that has been redesigned to be a slaughter field. Controlled by an evil dungeon master, it falls to you, the unexpected hero, to defeat the sick monsters that infest this hallowed ground and return it to its previously awesome state. Before entering the sacred roller coaster warehouse, a player must select and equip their preferred hero, which can either be a mage, a warrior, or a rogue. Each of these characters have their own unique sets of stats, abilities, and equipment, all of which can be used to personalize and prove that hero. Buying new clothes for your tubby magic wielder or better weapons for the stalwart knight improve your player's survival chances in the harsh unknown controlled by a maniacal dungeon master. After selecting the appropriate equipment, the player can then enter a variety of separate dungeons, all of which contain unique obstacles and challenges, including superpowered enemies and boss fights. During these engagements, the heroes must ensure to take advantage of their abilities as well as their potions and other drops created by killing minions. Earning money throughout the conflict allows each individual to buy better equipment for their character and attempt to battle harder challenges, which may lead to more interesting and joyful encounters. However, if someone is feeling a bit more diabolical and desiring to quench their thirst with the blood of their once beloved friends, that person can dive into the Dungeon Master mode. Playing as the overlord of the map, the Dungeon Master is allowed to pick a set of skills that appear in the form of cards. The type of cards vary wildly, from trap cards that explode upon contact to monster summoning cards which allow the Dungeon Master to bring a whole boatload of more awful onto the unsuspecting players. During the game, the Dungeon Master only has a limited amount of energy, which is used up when placing cards. This means that shoving everything you've got at the heroes may not be the best strategy. Of course, it is also important for me to mention that this game has a decent multiplayer option, allowing for you and your friends to get together and attempt to destroy evil or get obliterated in the process.
Confirmed hero kill, boss.
One really impressive aspect of the game is the functionality of the Dungeon Master. Given a fairly wide array of cards and other tools to choose from, each game played will involve different strategies and techniques, which is immensely useful in preventing the stagnation of that specific gameplay. I was honestly amazed at how much fun I had sitting there picking out which cards to use and exploring the different combinations of cards that needed to be used in order to maximize efficiency. Everything in terms of placing obstacles and units was very smooth, and I can honestly say that I have never stimulated a button as vigorously as I did that evil laugh button in this game. Another aspect that I really enjoyed about Dungeonland was the hysterical atmosphere. Everything from the awkward nerdy voice acting to the fat man dodging animation created a beautifully awkward environment. I've never felt so at home in a game where sheep are randomly roaming around in an amusement park and could be blown up to provide you with a delicious source of health. One of the aspects of the game that I did not enjoy was the blandness of the characters that you get to play. Starting out with a primary and special attack, it becomes quite easy to find yourself bored with the same monotonous spam clicking of those specific mouse buttons. While upgrades later on may allow for more customization of your character's abilities, I feel as though Dungeonland should allow for characters to begin with a wider range of skills, and make it possible for those skills to become quickly available as that player continues to play through the game. Another problem that I had with this game was the technical problems that I was running into in terms of menus and user interfaces. It is impossible to access the controls menu from within a game, so if, like me, you happen to enter a game without looking at the controls, you are going to be smashing your keyboard repeatedly with the hopes that you may find out how to dodge before you die horribly to a gigantic freaking worm. It should also be noted that this game recommends the use of a gamepad, which I would normally be fine with, but as the game sets all of the display keys to those gamepad keys, you can get really confused if you're using a keyboard. However, I will say that I had a great amount of fun playing Dungeonland. Make sure that if you try this game out, you bring a couple friends along. It will add to the enjoyability of the game, though it will probably ruin that friendship for the rest of your lives. I give this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. Make sure you check it out. Anyways, that's it for me. My name is Danish Buns. Please do me a favor, check out some of my other videos if you haven't seen my channel before. Maybe subscribe, maybe like, maybe send me a message making me feel uncomfortable, because I love those. If you don't do any of those, that's fine too. I still love you. My name is Danish Buns, and I will see you next time.